Hey everyone! So this video will be quite different. I will be talking about my high school experience. And in this video, I'm actually going to be very honest and straightforward about it with no filter. I won't mention any names just because, you know, it's something more personal, but I wanted to share with you guys anyways how I really felt during my high school years. Not just high school, but even middle school and starting from elementary as well. So let me start. I grew up in Minnesota and I actually went to public school starting from preschool till 4th grade, and it wasn't until 5th grade that my family moved to Thailand, where I attended an international school. In America, of course, you have that typical public school. I lived in a pretty ghetto place. Those of you who knew me since I was small, y'all know what I mean. My school was ghetto too, like, yeah, it was pretty bad. But anyways, so when I moved to Thailand, I attended an international school and started 5th grade here. And that was when everything started to change. It was a totally different experience being around Christian students and Christian teachers, because whereas in America, in the public school, no one was really Christian, and it was really hard to find Christian friends. So with that being said, I began to make really good friendships, and the thing about this international school is that if you are a new student, you have everyone's attention on you. Immediately, you become like popular, like the popular kid. That was something that was really new to me, coming from public school, who nobody really cared about who I was. And so when I went to this international school and everyone's attention was on me, it was a very new experience for me. I'm not saying this in a prideful way because it actually turned out to be something that really harmed me. When I first started going to this school, there were a lot of guys who liked me, a lot of boys, I should say, because we were in 5th grade. And at this point, you know, I was in 5th grade and I was like, oh my goodness, he likes me. Oh. So with all of that in mind and just knowing that they're like Christians, so that means like, you know, yes, that's the go, that's the green light because they're Christian. I always thought like, then I guess it's okay for me to like them. And so that was when things took a turn for the worse. People started calling me a player because I apparently changing who you like a lot means you're a player. I was never in a relationship with anyone. We were in elementary school and I never liked 2 guys at once. And so unfortunately, that name stuck with me, starting from the end of 6th grade all the way till I graduated. That is the intro to how I really felt during my high school years. Middle school, to be honest, I don't have a lot of memories from middle school, and it's probably because over the years I've really tried to just forget everything. I remember there was a specific guy on Facebook. He posted a picture. It was this zombie movie. I think it was called Zombieland. I got tagged in the photo, so I clicked the notification, and when I went to the photo, it was a picture of Zombieland, the movie poster, and he tagged me as the zombie who was running towards the main characters, and the main guy had like a gun and stuff, and he was supposedly the guy with the gun and saying like he was gonna shoot me. And I knew he wasn't actually gonna shoot me in real life, but just just him portraying that and adding me to that photo as a zombie really felt offensive. He just really hated on me. I remember him sending me emails, and not just him but other people sending me emails, because Gmail was like a little bit more popular in those days in middle school. And I remember people would send me emails saying like, what are you even doing? You shouldn't even be friends with this person, or you need to stop liking this person because you can't even stay loyal to one person and stuff like that. And that really hurt me. I remember being really scarred by it and just getting all these hate mails. The thing is, I never did anything about it. I never told my parents. In the long run, it was just very destructive to me in my mind, and So yeah, those are the main things I remember from middle school, whereas moving on to high school now, whenever there were new students, somehow they always knew me as the girl who is a player. People would always somehow end up telling them, and I always felt so lonely. I know I went to a Christian international school, and I know that every Christian is not perfect. I understand that, but I guess I had a lot of expectations for a Christian school to be more accepting, to be more forgiving, and to not make me feel like an outcast. And I think what really hurt me the most is that these were classmates who I grew up with ever since I entered, from 5th grade all the way till 12th grade. And there were so many times in high school where I really felt like I didn't even have to exist. I felt like the only identity I had was to be a player, and that nobody should be around me, and that I will never have friends who actually stick around because nobody will actually see me for who I am. And that stuck with me for a really long time. Starting from middle school throughout high school, that was when I started to have depression. There are a few who stuck with me throughout those many years, and there were ups and downs, and you guys know who you are, and for that I'm so thankful. Even when I tried to reach out to others, I felt neglected. Ultimately, in the end, no matter how much I tried, I did not feel accepted in any way. But the incredible thing is that the only friends who really accepted me into their circle were actually people who did not have a strong faith, or actually claimed that they did not have faith. And I'm not gonna review any names or anything like that, but these people meant so much to me. Like, you have no idea. Because in the times when I felt so lonely, I tried so hard to make friends. These types of people were the ones who were actually willing to accept me and to be their friend, and they're not even like Christians. And so it totally opened up my eyes to just see a different perspective on, like, wow, like, this is so weird, because I thought that Christians would be the one who'd be so welcoming and, you know, be so accepting, but it ended up being like the non-Christians. That, in a way, as odd as it was so heartwarming for me, because I just felt like, okay, like, this is good. Like, I'm glad that these people actually accept me into their circle. Overall, honestly, I would not want to go back to high school. It was hard. It was not easy, and not academically at all. It was hard emotionally and spiritually and mentally. First of all, I did not appreciate people calling me a player, and still calling me that up till graduation. To be honest, it's hard to forget about the pain that happened. Of course, there's forgiveness, but I think oftentimes I have nightmares and flashbacks and worries. It brings me back memories of those times when I felt betrayed, the times when I had friends who leave and never contact me again, and many, many nights of crying myself to sleep because I hated myself. And I didn't know what it meant to truly love myself, because I thought that if I do my best to be around people but they don't even love me, then how can I love myself? I was totally focusing on the wrong thing, because I was putting all my value into those around me rather than in God. So it was a very lonely journey, just carrying this burden, this fear, this shame, this hatred of myself with me throughout my whole life. And now I'm struggling with panic attacks and anxiety, and just really trying to, secure my identity in Christ and my value in Him. And to be honest, it's hard. I don't have it all together, but eventually, somehow, I do through the power and strength of God. Honestly, I really don't know how else to explain it. I know that there will be some of you who are believers and some of you who are not believers watching this, but all I can say is that the reason why I got through it all these years is really because of God and the love that He has shown me, the peace and comfort despite the lack of it that I had growing up outside of my family. To end this video, I want to say some video messages to people. The first one is starting with the friends who really stuck with me throughout all those years. You guys, I am so thankful for you. Honestly, I'm still here today, alive, breathing, and still fighting for every day because of you guys. For that, I'm so thankful. I know that some of you, I have not been able to keep in contact with you for quite a while, especially after your graduation and my graduation, and I'm so sorry for that. But do know that I do miss you, and I love you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me because I never imagined that anyone would ever accept me during that time, and you guys did, and for that I'm really truly thankful. I know that we might not have a close friendship right now, and I know, life goes on, but you guys still mean so much to me. Every time I talk to my college friends, I always tell them, these people, I love them so much. They have been there with me through thick and thin and accepted me no matter what. It didn't matter about my past or all these rumors that were spreading. And for that, I'm so thankful for you guys. For this next part, I want to say thank you to all the people who spread the rumors about me, to all the people who started calling me a player, and to all those who have left me. Thank you. I know. It's strange that I'm saying thank you, but I don't even think you guys will see this video. But I just want to say thank you. And I'm not saying this in an obnoxious way. I actually want to say thank you because of all of those things, because of the experiences and the pain and the struggle that I went through, I am able to be a witness and an encouragement to other people who go through the same thing. I have actually built a strength inside of me somehow, and I don't know how, but I really believe that the Lord used the pain that was caused to make me stronger. I just want to send a message to my past self. Okay. Dear past Meiyu, I know this might sound weird and there's like no way that you would see this, but I wanted to do this anyways. First and foremost, I'm so sorry for all the things that you had to go through. I'm sorry that there were many times that you felt alone, and that there were many times when you would cry yourself to sleep and just wishing that you were dead instead of alive. Thank you for keep on fighting for each day, and thank you for staying strong because of the decision that you made to keep going through each day is the reason why I am alive today, and it's the reason why I am able to help others who are going through depression, anxiety, or panic attacks. You are brave, Meiyu, and you are strong, okay? And thank you, and I love you, okay? Life will go on. The pain might still stick with you, but one day it will all be gone. And now for the future, Meiyu. I am a mess. For the future, Meiyu. Dear future Meiyu. I don't know where you are in life right now. I don't know when you are gonna go back to this video and see it again. But I just want to say that wherever you are in life, whether you are going through a hard time or whether your life is great, I want you to remember those who have stuck with you through thick and thin. Whatever it is that you're going through, you are not alone. Okay? And keep fighting. As each day passes here right now, I will keep fighting for the future Meiyu, so that you know that you have the strength, you are able to keep on moving forward despite the challenges and struggles and hardships that come along. And you are loved. You are so loved. You are loved by your family. You are loved by your close friends. You are loved by the Lord. And you are loved from yourself, by yourself, from me. Me, present Meiyu, speaking of future Meiyu. But yes, I'm a mess now, so I should probably go. But if you watched all the way through, thank you for watching. And as always, if you need someone to talk to, feel free to message me. Alright,